for a couple of reasons, but I do want to get into now, and you could take what this person has to say for a grain of salt, because she has been attached to what people are looking at as calling her crazy and shit that, you know what I mean, is a little bit out there. Azealia Banks. Azealia Banks had some words to say about the recent rather rise of Doechii. So it starts here. This person tweeted in response to someone saying nothing about Doechii's rise to fame looks organic. So it's pretty easy to ignore the weird shit she doing. I was just talking about that. A lot of people are speculating that it's not organic. It's not an organic rise to success or rise to fame, claim to fame, whatever you want to call it. Some people are questioning and are skeptical about the actual authenticity of her rise. So this person tweeted that to the response where this guy said, and let me just see who he is to even be responding like this. Okay, he is an Audio Mac. Oh, he is the co-founder of Audio Mac. He has some relations to the platform DJ Booth. And he's an artist advocate. So shout out to that. Shout out to Brian Zisuk. Shout out to that. Either way, if he is, so two things. I'm going to read what he has to say. But also, if he's connected to these platforms that are essentially in business to push music and certain artists, you're going to have a specific take. You're not going to really, especially a Grammy Award winner, if you're trying to do some publications or some interviews with this person, you're not going to say anything negative. It's just the way of the world and the way of the business. Let's read what he had to say. We have to kill this narrative. Doechii's rise is what happens when undeniable talent gets time to develop and is backed by smart, sustained investment. So far, so good. I'm with you so far, Mr. Brian. I'm with you so far, Mr. Brian. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Here we go. If this feels inorganic, it's only because the industry rarely gives new artists the level of real backing anymore. Agree 100% with that whole statement. Is it true? And does it apply to this situation here with Doechii? I don't know, maybe. Maybe a little bit. But I don't know. So, that led to now Azealia Banks no longer wanting to stay silent. She had to voice her opinion. It was eating at her. It was fucking, these niggas. Fuck these bitches. Fuck these niggas. Man, fuck these bitches. I swear. Azealia Banks had to speak. Azealia Banks tweets in response to Brian. She told him, no, nigga. No. No. It's because most artists aren't intelligent enough not to sign those type of deals anymore. The only reason any label has an incentive to invest any kind of money into a mid to whack YouTube personality is a non-conventionally attractive dark woman. One of that. Is, quote, a non-conventionally attractive dark-skinned one at that. It's not my words, that's what she said. 100% signals they're owning masters. Masters being the master copy to a record, meaning you can do and distribute it in many different ways. If you don't own that as an artist, you're not getting as much money as you would if you did own it. That's why you hear the word masters be thrown around like, I own my masters. They're basically saying that's where you get the lion's share of your money. That 100% signals they're owning masters, they being the label, publishing, image rights, rights to the artist's name, getting the lion's share of royalties for the insane amount of time in exchange for what to her probably seemed like life-changing money. But it is actually immediate debt. Life-changing money being the advance that these labels will throw you if you sign some type of a 360 deal or a deal where you give up all your rights. You get a big chunk of change at the beginning as an advance. You think it's your money. It is immediate debt because you do have to pay it back. So it isn't your money to own. Motherfuckers start buying cars and jewelry and everything but reinvesting that money into themselves. So then they end up going into debt. She continues, so yeah, they found a broke girl in the trenches that they could pay a small sum to push product they had sitting around with the riders they have signed up for pub. We just saw this happen with CardiB. Nice try, though. Hey, man, as much as they try to say Azealia Banks is crazy, she speaks facts. I don't know if this is a fact to the Doechii situation, but this happens every single day, every month of the year with artists in the industry. We see it time and time again. Time and time again. Let's read her follow-up tweet. There was no time to develop. A very stark contrast between the quality of the work she made on her own versus the new Crooklyn, the musical shit that's obviously been fully crafted, scripted, written with her just being a cast in the film. A lot of this sounds personal. TDE could have found any girl to be Doechii because their in-house team wrote the manuscript. The greater credit really goes to TDE's production studio for the creation, but unfortunately the product is missing the sex, glamour, unique personality, bizarre femininity that truly makes a female rapper iconic. There may still be time for Doechii. She's seeing a lot of really fast success, so is it fair to say that it's too late for her to get all of those things that Azealia Banks has broke down? The sex, the glamour, the personality that's unique, bizarre femininity, like a Nicki Minaj. Is it too late for her to get that? I don't know. But as much as she's being promoted, it seems like they're leading us to believe she already has that. I can't speak to it either way. She continues, Doechii is like an AI amalgamation of bunch of random styles, aesthetics, and identity politics made for the days the 14 to 54-year-old queer, single, childless, overworked and overqualified, quote-unquote, strong, and lonely Gen X, late millennial, early Gen Z black female, academic, and corporate black woman's lifestyle media girls. The intelligentsia can tell she's a hood rat. LOL. She said a lot here. She called her a hood rat for one. She led with some type of a love, and she ended up like, hey, all of the smoke and mirrors that y'all putting in front of us don't change the fact that Shorty is just a hood rat. Woo! I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't agree or disagree, but damn. Very funny. Very funny. And I mean, a lot of people may look at that and think it's factual because we're seeing her everywhere for, like I said, most recently outside of the music and just for the look. I don't even know if I could show this. She was recently at, I believe, maybe Fashion Week in Paris. Niggas was in Paris, y'all. So this was the video. I'm gonna do my best to, I'm gonna just show it and see what we can do. I'm not even gonna talk about it because it might become a thing if you mention it. This was her at Fashion Week in Paris. We're just gonna skim through that part. But if you watch this original video, you go watch it for yourself. You can see why I skimmed past it and what it you can kind of allude to or see what I'm alluding to just based on what she just did right there. They saying she didn't have no underwear on. She flashed niggas. Everything but music. So that's the speculation. It remains to be seen. I don't know. I'm not the one here to put two black women against each other. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just going with what is presented to me on the internet. I have my opinions. And like I said, I like her album. I probably only heard it maybe 1.5 times. The stuff I heard I did like. It didn't stick with me though. A lot of music doesn't nowadays, so it's not a slight to her in any way. Music just doesn't stick with me. The only album that really stuck with me recently is that Party Next Door and Drake album, Some Sexy Songs for You. Everything else kind of, I listen to the music, I enjoy it, I might like it for a week, then I'm on to the next thing. Shout out to Doechii. Shout out to Miss Milan.